Good morning and welcome to your pre-market report for Thursday, August 20th, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets rebounded on Wednesday, with the Dow gaining 0.22%, S&P 500 rising 0.21%, and Nasdaq adding 0.16%, snapping a three-session losing streak. Sentiment improved as Treasury yields eased following the U.S. Treasury's announcement of larger, long-term bond buybacks, while strong corporate updates also supported equities, though elevated oil prices and the Fed's rate outlook remain key concerns. Asian markets are broadly higher today, recovering from the previous session's sell-off as easing U.S. Treasury yields improved risk sentiment. Japan's Nikkei is around 1% higher. South Korea's KOSPI is also firmly in the green, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng is trading largely flat, with investors continuing to monitor crude oil prices, geopolitical tensions, and global interest rate expectations. GIFT Nifty futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 24,233, thereby indicating a positive opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil remains elevated as ongoing uncertainty around the Strait of Hormuz and the lack of progress in U.S.-Iran relations continue to fuel supply concerns. Despite rising U.S. crude inventories, gold is trading firm after recovering from recent weakness, supported by lower Treasury yields, a softer U.S. dollar, and continued safe haven demand as investors monitor geopolitical risks and the Federal Reserve's policy outlook. Hexaware Technologies has launched Zero Vulnerability, a cybersecurity offering designed to help enterprises manage the growing volume of vulnerabilities identified with the increasing use of AI. The solution aims to help security and engineering teams prioritize, investigate, and address vulnerabilities more efficiently despite limited resources. BSE has entered into an agreement with MSCI covering several of its indexes, and will explore launching futures and options contracts in India linked to these indexes. Subject to regulatory approvals, the move could provide investors with an additional avenue to gain exposure to and hedge against movements in the Indian market. EMS has received L1 bidder status from the Public Health Engineering Department of the Rajasthan government for the construction of a water treatment plant and related works in Kota. The project has an estimated order value of 190.86 crore rupees, potentially strengthening the company's order book and revenue visibility. Following a positive close in the U.S. markets along with a recovery seen in the Asian markets, Nifty is expected to open in the green today. Levels may therefore be adjusted upwards as compared to what we mentioned yesterday evening, with supports now being at 24,135, followed by 24,045, while resistances may be placed at 24,240 followed by 24,350. A positive bias may finally be expected today on account of value buying. However, upside may be capped by further rise in crude oil prices. Elevated crude oil prices, ongoing Strait of Hormuz disruptions, Middle East tensions, and rising global bond yields could pressure the rupee. Inflation and corporate margins may keep Indian equities volatile. Strong Q1 FY27 earnings, sustained DII buying, renewed FII inflows, and any decline in crude prices or easing of geopolitical tensions could support a recovery in Indian equities. Yesterday, foreign institutional investors were net buyers of about 408 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 3,974 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on August 20th, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.